good win today and a good clean sheet. What was your thoughts on that?
Yeah, good. Proud of both of them. I did see at half time. I mean, not great conditions, but for us to be 2-0 up at half time in those conditions against that team, they're a hard working team. They're up in the playoff spots for a reason. We've watched them a couple of times this year, but I think, like I say, the clean sheet was the positive today. And then the lads all sort of sticking together in those conditions.
One glaring miss second half apart. The keeper didn't have a shot to save, did he?
Theirs or ours?
Ours.
No, but again, and as cliche as it is, it kind of starts from the front. So we had Billy and Andre today, which is kind of how we've played most of the season, and we kind of know what to expect from them too, and then the four behind and the back four. So really, it's kind of starts from them two doing the job, and we would have had the confidence in Josh saving it as well. But yeah, it was a good, solid all-round performance today.
Did we handle the conditions better today, mate? Because we struggled with them last week, didn't we?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's probably more of not a mentality thing as in like the lads, but you've just got to know that's what the conditions are like. You've got to play them.
It just seems like it's windy every Saturday.
It does, yeah. For the last about 8 years, something like that. It has felt like it's been windy for ages. But like I said, and again, I sort of said at half time, the lads sort of pick when to play, when to put it forward, and we want to try and play forward as much as we can. But it's about kind of putting it in the areas and kind of playing in their half, if you like, again, as cliche as it is, but if we can play in their half as much as we can, then it's away from our goal, and we've got dangerous players up that end of the pitch.
And it's nice to see Andre in the goals. That was a good hat-trick, wasn't it?
Well, it was a perfect one, wasn't it?
It was, eh?
Aye, so I did shake his hand afterwards, but we caught him on the way in, me and Craig, and we were just having a bit of crack. I mean, apart from his goals, which he's brought a lot of this year, his work rate's unbelievable, and towards the end there, he's harrying defenders when Billy had gone off, and he's been brilliant. He really has. His attitude's excellent. I'm presuming he got man of the match today, did he?
He has, yes.
And he deserves that, because there's been games where he's absolutely grafted and probably hasn't got the goals to show for it, but we're aware of that as a management team. We know what he brings, whether he gets a goal or not. We see all of that.
And hat-trick aside, who would you think were our standout performance today?
I think it was probably just a good, solid team performance. There was, again, I mean, Andre, I thought Davy, Vincent, John, but again, it's the conditions. You've got to set out and go, right, we're going to battle, and if we're all kind of a 7 out of 10 and you get the odd sort of 8 or 9 out of 10, that's the performance that we were capable of showing.
It was a rough old game at times today, but we've showed today we can handle these type of games, haven't we?
Yeah, we can. And again, like I say, I suppose we play a way, or we've got a way of playing. They've also got a way of playing, and I think today particularly, we handled that really well. We kind of allowed them to do what they needed to do. We didn't sort of get involved in any of that. We allowed the ref and the officials to do the job, and they did it, and sort of we took care of the footballing side of things today.
I thought their discipline was shocking today, but good discipline is something you've drummed into our lads, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. We've said that, I know the refs are human, all of that, but there's no point surrounding them, because realistically they're making decisions based on what they think's right. You're not really going to gain anything by sort of surrounding them, stuff like that. And as it showed today, we were told at the start of the season you'll get sin binned. So if we can kind of avoid that, which I think we have all season. I don't know if we've had anybody sin bin. I don't think we have.
No, we haven't.
Which again we're quite proud of. We set out at the start of the season. If that's the rule and you're sort of sin bin, then that's on your head. And basically you're leaving the other 10 lads to kind of deal with 10 minutes of they call it power play, don't they, in other sports. But it can be like that. If teams can set the sort of stall out and go, right, well, we've got 10 men for 10 minutes and away you go. But like I say, they've got a way of playing, we've got a way of playing, and we come out on top of the day.
How was the injury list, mate? How was Posty, Ben and Brad?
I think they're there or thereabouts, but especially this week with the 4 fixtures, we've just got to kind of try and manage people, and there's people who are going to be there Monday, not there Wednesday, and vice versa. We've got people today, so we're kind of having to manage a thing which we're not really used to through the season. So we've had midweek games, but the 4 games coming up, we've just got to kind of manage people, and again, be wary of the fact that we might have a playoffs at the end as well.
And it's been announced this week that the whole management team's signed a 3-year contract. That's going to be good news for both parties, isn't it? It
is, yeah. Like I say, we're happy to be here, and I think Chrissy was the man who made the statement. So we are. We're really proud to be, and what we've set out to do this year, we're kind of still on track to do. whether that's go straight up or through the playoffs. And again, we're sort of building something here. We're happy with the squad we've got, and today is just sort of more evidence of that.
And barring any postponements, we're into the last week. It's going to be a tough last 3 games, but if we're going into the playoffs and any or all games will be at home, would you have taken that to start the season?
Yeah, I think so. I think, like I just mentioned there, the aim is still promotion. I guess however that comes about, that's still the aim. And again, barring the next 3 games, I suppose you've got to sort of say, well, if you're going to be in the playoffs, you would rather be at home, wouldn't you? So, which if it gets that far and we have the 2 home games, then that's good for us.
Thank you, mate.
Thank you very much. Cheers. Thank you.